You a while back that it was this particular picture that really set off Prince Harry and Meghan Markle realising exactly their position within the British monarchy. There they were, you know, the Fab Four, the new legion, if you like, leading our British monarchy, reigning into a brand new era. This could, of course, have been Prince Harry and Meghan Markle too. They would have had a position in that, but they chose against it. But according to a very well-placed source, both Meghan and Harry truly felt that this was the final straw. But a lot of people basically also realised or felt that Prince Harry's demand that His Majesty the King, or indeed Queen Camilla, publicly apologise to his wife, the cable TV actress Meghan Markle, would be sort of, well, you know, the deal, the final thing. Well, apparently it wasn't just down to that. There's simply more to it. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you on this wet and windy day. Told you it was coming, didn't I? Apparently we're going to have a heat wave. That's disappeared now. I know. Frightening. Well, hopefully we can cheer you with all the latest news, nostalgia, gossip, and of course, chatting with our chums. It's important, isn't it? Of course it is. I know what it's like. We need a good gossip every day, don't we? Keeps you going, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Terrible things, aren't they, going on in the world right now? I mean, you really do have to look hard to try and find ways of cheering you up. And I've said to you before, you know, it's very difficult, isn't it? It doesn't matter whether you just look at some nice flowers or put on some music, stuff like that. It really is important in these rather darkened times. But of course, royal stories and royal upset carry on. Let me explain. The problem with Meghan and Harry is they truly felt, or thought at least, that once they got those titles for their children, that is, of course, Prince Archie and Princess Lily, well, that was it, the done deal. There they were, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and, you know, that was going to be the big thing. Now, as we've often said, over in America, you know, royalty doesn't necessarily play out in the same form. Yes, they love members of the British monarchy, as has been shown by the recent visits of His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Prince William, to New York City. But sort of half-baked royals over the other side of the Atlantic who don't necessarily resonate, well then, you know, the bottom line is it doesn't always work out. But now Harry and Meghan apparently are blowing their tops over this particular segment, which has now reached one of the more official bases of the British monarchy. You see, as you will note on the royal website, it's simply this. The bottom line is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are being put under a very different label in the royal family, as King Charles has reset his late mother's concept of the British monarchy. The monarch now categorises royals as senior royals, working royals, non-working royals, and others, sources tell me. But it appears that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex fall into the other category. Prince Andrew has also been put into the other category. This simply won't do in the world of Harry and Meghan. Oh, no, no, no. And that was one of the reasons on that recent visit by Prince Harry for the Well Child Awards, why he couldn't make it up to see his father, His Majesty the King, King Charles III, up at Balmoral, even though there was an invitation. You see, Harry wants all of these things rectified in the public domain, allegedly. And of course, that's not simply going to happen. But hot-headed Harry believes, or has to think at least, that he can change these things. Now, one might suspect this is under the instruction of the former cable TV actress Meghan herself. Obviously, Harry wants to do the right thing for himself, his wife, and his family. But the bottom line is, this is the British monarchy, and the king takes notice of no one, not even his youngest son. And as I've said to you before, it looks like Prince Harry and Meghan will be boxed off into the other category now forever. The more important thing is, of course, for Meghan, she does manage to keep those titles so far for her children. But in this ever-evolving world, in this brand new reign of monarchy, everything can change. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.